The Hamas understand very well that they have no role for the day after.
But what about disarming?
Yeah,
have you got a commitment from
yes,
Hamas to disarm?
We have to start talking and negotiating on that, about the modalities, the format, the procedures, and everything is subject to the upcoming negotiations after implementing phase 1.
So Hamas is committed to laying down its arms. You've got that commitment from
Hamas is fully committed that they have no role for the day after in governing Gaza. And, of course, it's, the debate is ongoing to talk about the other aspects of the Trump peace plan. And we have also not to forget the crucial of the entry and accessibility of humanitarian aid without any impediments. We agreed on the minimal numbers, and that's not the maximum, that's not the ceiling.
And I want to talk to you about aid, but I'm going to press you on this point. Do you have a commitment from Hamas, and you've been deeply involved in the mediation of this alongside Qatar and Turkey, have you got commitment from Hamas to disarm?
This is part of the Trump peace plan. And Hamas welcomed and accepted the plan of President Trump. So we have to work out all details with regard to the implementation of phase 2, including Israeli withdrawal to another lines within Gaza. And, of course, each party should honor his own commitments.
Foreign Minister, it does sound to me as if at present, whilst Hamas have welcomed the plan and accepted the plan in principle, there is no commitment as of yet to disarm, certainly until there is a process. Is that what you're saying?
Well, again, the plan is very clear. It set the tone with regard to major issues, and we have to implement it. In order to implement it, we need to negotiate between the two parties with the help of the 4 guarantors, the United States, Egypt, Turkey, and Qatar.
Do you credit Donald Trump with getting us to this point?
Absolutely, absolutely, without any, debate about that. It's a given that without the leadership of President Trump, without his, commitments, we couldn't reach this historical day here in Sharm el-Sheikh. And his involvement is the most important element to guarantee the implementation of the Sharm el-Sheikh agreement. He's the only person, I'm not exaggerating, he's the only person on the globe who can deliver on that and who can bring peace to this region, not only implementing phase 1 and phase 2, but also to bring an end to this long-standing, Palestinian crisis, suffering for moreover than 80 years, and we are believing on him and his leadership and his ability to deliver on that.
As far as he is concerned, the war is over. He has said that to reporters on the flight to Israel. Is it over, to your mind, today?
Yes, of course, we believe on that, and that's why his engagement is important, and Israel should refrain from taking any unilateral action, any assassination or targeted assassination or air raids or incursions. We need American boots on the ground, the troops in order.
In Gaza?
Yeah, why not? And that's very important in order to.
Have you got a commitment from Donald Trump for American boots on the ground in Gaza?
We are in this process. We are talking, and also, of course, we have to identify the nature of these forces. Is it peace enforcing or peacekeeping? It should be peacekeeping, of course.
I'm interested that you say that because the White House is quite explicit about no U.S. boots on the ground in Gaza.
So, they will participate with regard, training, command and control. So any American engagement or involvement in this transitional force is important and welcomed, of course.
What does an international stabilization force look like?
This is part of the Trump plan, and we welcome it, we accept it, we endorse it, and some countries are standing ready to contribute.
Short term, you have said that you have been training some 5,000 Gazan policemen. Where are they, and how quickly do you get them on the ground?
Well, we are scaling up the training process till we reach this 5,000 elements of Palestinian policemen. We are working with the Jordanians on that.
This Board of Peace, run by Donald Trump, I wonder if you can just explain to me why there has been agreement on that, why you think that's important, involves the former British Prime Minister Tony Blair. To your mind, why is he the right man for the job?
You know, this Board of Peace is crucial, is important to help, to support, and also, as I mentioned, to supervise issues such as, of course, the flow of money, and to liaise with the Israeli side in order to solve problems. So it's a good idea. We accept it, and let's move step by step for the implementation.
What's the guarantee here, and where are the risks at this point?
The first and the most important guarantee is President Trump himself, the leadership of President Trump and his involvement, his commitment.
He needs to stay committed. He needs to stay committed.
Of course, and also to have commitment by the international community to support President Trump, to support his plan, and also to commit financial resources for the early recovery and the reconstructions of Gaza.
Is the Rafah border crossing open?
As I said 100 times, it's open from the Egyptian side. I mean, it's now for the Israelis to open the Palestinian side, but don't forget, and that was agreed upon in Sharm el-Sheikh. You know, there are other 5 crossings between Israel is the occupying power, connecting Israel with Gaza, so they will open, and they should open the crossings for the flow of all humanitarian aid.
Egypt has been criticised for not doing enough to get that Rafah border crossing over. The assumption has been that you have issues of security yourself. Is that still the issue?
This is, I told you before, a big lie, because the crossing is open from our side. We have, as we speak, 6,000 trucks waiting on the Egyptian side. And, of course, it's open 24/7. It's all about the other side of the crossing.
I know you've spoken to Tom Fletcher, who is the UN aid chief. What have you agreed?
We agreed that the UN and UN agencies will be ready, of course, for moving with us, cooperating with us and the Americans for the securing the flow of aid. We even use the term flooding or tsunaming Gaza with aid and the medical aid. And then for what's important, number 1, flooding Gaza with aid. Number 2, preparing as soon as possible, as soon as, as of yesterday, an assessment report on the damage happened in Gaza in order to present it in the Cairo Reconstruction Conference. Number 3, of course, to participate in this conference, because the implementation on the ground will be with the full cooperation with the UN and UN agencies according to Trump peace plan.